Now, as good as this NFL season was, I would like to suggest 5 changes to the NFL. Because I think one of the things the NFL has done in my lifetime better than any league, baseball takes forever to move off things. You don't even have to love the NFL. They are the best tweaking league ever. They'll tweak mid-season. They'll tweak Super Bowl. Here's 5 changes I would make to the NFL. Number 1, I'd eliminate the Pro Bowl. First of all, it's the only all-star game at the end of a season. Star players don't want to play in it. Players who make the Super Bowl, many of your best players skip the game. It used to be in Hawaii. Now it's in Orlando, which is fine, but it's not Hawaii. And it's also confusing. Are you a Pro Bowler or did you make All-Pro? Players care about making All-Pro, but fans tend to think Pro Bowl is better, but it's a popularity contest and kind of a joke because so many stars decline it. You want to have 17 games? So you want another game? If you're going to do another game, get rid of the Pro Bowl. Star players don't want to plan it. I like the skills challenge in Orlando. I'd get rid of the Pro Bowl. Number 2, officiate the regular season like you officiate the postseason. The playoffs were great because they didn't call that many penalties. I mean, there were like no holding calls in the Super Bowl. Regular season NFL games average 14 penalties a game. They'll call holding away from a play. There'll be a left tackle holding on a right sweep, and they'll replay it, and we've got more replays. Did you notice in the playoffs, especially the Super Bowl, the officials got out of the way? Like, I would eliminate any holding call that's not directly attributed to the play. If somebody's holding on the other side of the field, move off it, keep the game rolling. Let's start officiating the regular season like the postseason. Let the players win the games. Number 3, and I've written about this in both my books, change the overtime rule. Road team always gets the ball. Why? Because if you tell the home team, there's no coin flip. It's not a 50-50 proposition. You're not getting it. Watch home teams forced to be hyper-aggressive, knowing they can lose at home. NFL teams like to go perfect at home. If you tell the home team, you better take that ball with 1:30 and go for the score. Because too many times in these games, teams kneel knowing I can go to overtime. Road team gets the ball. As I've always said in the NFL, you can't audible on the road as well. You have to do the traveling. The rules are set up for home teams, not road teams. If you can't beat somebody after 13 possessions at home, then in overtime, the road team gets it first, forcing teams in regulation at the end, the home team to play hyper-aggressively. Number 4, let's make the onside kick what it used to be. It's ridiculous. You've changed the onside kick. Now less than 10% of the time, it gets recovered. I thought the NFL tweaks things like PAT to give me more excitement. Nobody can recover the onside kick anymore. It used to be 21.4%, which is a good, healthy percent. 1 out of 5, you can get it. You get lucky. Now it's 1 out of 10. It's useless. It's boring. It's infrequently used. But let's be honest. End of games, if there was 1 in 5 chance to get it, it was pretty fascinating. Now it's a snooze. And finally, number 5, folks, we don't move the Grammys. We don't move the Oscars. We don't move Mardi Gras. Put the Super Bowl in Vegas, Miami, and L.A., and that's it. I went to the one in New York. It's too cold. Minnesota, too cold. Jacksonville, too small. Who are we kidding here? Miami's 80 degrees. It's a big event town. LA's a big event town. And Vegas is a big event town. New Orleans, you got Mardi Gras. Okay? It's not like New Orleans, you need another party weekend. You party, you have fun in New Orleans. Why do we feel this? We got to put it in cold weather cities. You really want a Super Bowl in a blizzard? There's a reason they put bowl games in warm weather. You want to reward fans. You want to reward teams with high-quality weather that won't get in the way of the game. Miami, L.A., Vegas are the 3 best event towns in America. We don't move most events. New Year's Eve is always in New York and Vegas. Mardi Gras in New Orleans. Grammys, Oscars out here. Why do we have to move? We don't move a lot of stuff. All right, I got a bonus. One more. You have one, Joy, a 6th one.
Okay.
From this point forward, and I say this sincerely, with no favoritism or agenda, Fox gets all Super Bowls.
Yeah, I agree.
We are way better at doing it than anybody else. That was the best 5-hour broadcast I've ever seen. And it's nothing against CBS, NBC, ABC. You guys are awesome. You can keep doing your college basketball regular season stuff. We're going to take the Super Bowls. We get them.
I mean, it's just...
We're better at it.
Yeah.
We're better at it. we do them better than everybody. And it's like, it's okay. You got to give it up.
It just wouldn't have been the same if it wasn't on Fox.
I make better sandwiches than my wife. She now understands that. And so I make the sandwiches. Sometimes you have to know what you can't do very well. So we get all of them.
You get no pushback from me.
And when we have them, not only is the broadcast great, the games are pretty good. Patriots Atlanta.
That's true.
That one yesterday, pretty good. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.